Light the chat up. Light the chat up. Light the chat up right now. Give me some fire in the chat. Clap your hands. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise. We need some energy right now. We need some energy right now because the person who I'm getting ready to bring up right now is amazing. She's out of sight. She's dynamite. She's one half of the dynamic Dr. Duo. Y'all give it up for Dr. Tamara Dunn.
Hello, everyone. Y'all drop some fire in the chats, okay, for our Super Patch DJ, Chris Cornay. All right, he started us out with our patch song, and I'm sure that he'll be able to can you put that link in the chat for people who want that song? I don't know. But that is our song. So we start out with that, we end up with that. So welcome to all of our guests. We have some amazing information for you tonight. So before we get started, we're at like 322 in the chat. In here as participants. So all of us, however you got here, through a flyer, through a link, whatever you did to get here, I want you to send that out to 5 more people. All right, we want to get those numbers up. Let's see if we can hit 400 or close to 450 people on this call tonight, because this is the last call of 2025. Can we give it up for that? This year has gone by so fast. It has been so amazing, and we're going to talk about that today. So while you are sending out that link, I'm just going to introduce myself really quickly because it's not about me. It's about what we need you guys to know on this evening. So my name is Dr. Tamara Dunn. I am born and raised out of Flint, Michigan. I'm a wife, I'm a mom of 2, and not only just a mom, but I'm a sports mom. So we got some sports moms out there. Put a me in the chat so you already know what that means. My schedule is not my own, right? I went to Ferris State University where I got my associates and my bachelor's, and then I went on to get my doctorate of optometry at the Michigan College of Optometry at Ferris State University, and I have been a board certified optometrist for 18 years now. I can't even believe that it's been that long, but 18 years. I have been in this industry of network marketing for about 10 years. And I have never, ever seen, being in this industry or being in the medical profession, what we've been seeing. And the reason why I put my quotes up, because this is really not network marketing, and we're going to talk about that later. So if you're on here and you're like, oh no, I'm not trying to do one of those things again, you can stay on the line because this is not that. All right. So we're going to get started here. So most of you have seen all of the videos and the testimonials on social media. Some of you may have had an experience already with our patch devices. And some of you are here because you were voluntold to be here. You were hit up and said, I need you to get on this Zoom link tonight. But regardless of why you're here, I'm just so happy and grateful that you are. Welcome to all of our guests. You are going to hear something so amazing tonight, so wonderful, so revolutionary, all right, and so effective. All right, I want you to type effective in the chat, all right? So we have a device that's helping people get up out of wheelchairs, walking again, moving around again, that they haven't been able to do in years. We have a device that's helping our kids, especially our kids on the spectrum. They're being more focused. They're being more calm. We have a device that's controlling like tremors and shakes in our bodies. We have a device that's just doing amazing things for people in their body. So we're going to talk about what those devices are. We're going to talk about how they work. We're going to talk about how they're going to work for you and how you can share it with others. But first, I just want to take a little bit of time, just a little bit, to talk about why here, why now, why Super Patch. All right. So our founder and CEO, Jay Dhaliwal, well, he got some news about his mom back in 1983 on a MS diagnosis. And her prognosis was not very well. And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm sure in his mind, he was like, oh no, not my mama, right? He said, we're not doing this. And the doctors just wasn't giving the information. They weren't helping. They said, this is all we can do. How many of us have heard that before? We've done all that we can do, right? And I don't know about you guys, but Jay was like, I got to do something for my mom. Who's out there that would do anything for their mom? Put me in the chat. All right. And not just your mom, any parent, your spouse, your kids, who would do anything to make sure that your kids are okay. So he took a lot of his money, guys. Okay. Tens of millions of dollars, $40 million, 16 years of research and development to come up with the technology to help his mother. All right. So the technology came out in socks at first, so that when she was wearing those socks, she would have better balance and stability and just better homeostasis in her body. And she's alive and doing well today. And Jay said, well, you know what? If I can do that with that, what else can I do? Right. So that's where that research and development come from. We've got 13 patch devices to help us in our body. And we're going to talk more about that later. But this is the first patch to be no ingredients, drug-free, and it's patented and trademarked. So this is going to be the only patch. All right. So that's another reason. You can write that down.
Hello. I'm
Let's
sorry.
mute our lines out. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Useful. All right. Awesome. All right. So also, the world is looking for something different, newer solutions, right? Now type in the chat, how many medications are y'all taking every day? Is it 2, 3, 5, 10? And then put how many years have y'all been on those medications? And then I want you to, now this is only for the people who's really aware of their body, but how many should you be on? How many medications should you be on? But you're not, because you're afraid of, number one, what one medication is going to cause, what type of side effects. And then when you go to mixing all those medications together, what is that going to do for your body? So our patch devices is giving us holistic wellness where we don't have to be afraid because we have no side effects and no contraindications. All right. Super Patch is only, well, we're coming up on 3 years. We're not even 3 years old yet. So we'll be coming up 3 years old in February. And we are already around like 200 million. I'm probably by February, we're going to be close to 300 million in sales. And y'all just wait. Now we've got our conference in Vegas in February. Y'all just wait for what's coming. And easy, I'm looking at $1 billion in sales right there with that, when all of that happens in Vegas. So y'all need to get to Vegas. I just want to put that little plug in there. All right. So we are on a mission to patch 1 million people. So, and we are bringing real impact to the world. Type impact in the chat. All right. So I know that you guys want to learn more about these patches. So what I'm going to do, so I don't get all sciencey on you, I'm just going to play a very short video. And I need you to not check out. I need you to pay attention, take notes from the video. All right. Actually, from here on out, you need to just be zoomed in, be plugged in, because you're going to hear so much, and you're going to hear right after the video our very own Dr. Nicole Branwell out of Florida, and she's going to give you all the information, what you need about these patches and why she's so excited. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quick here. And
On average, it covers about 21 square feet, bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, The Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secret of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Super Patch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Super Patch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. These networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Super Patch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each super patch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Super Patch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Super Patch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
Dr. Dunn, you have to unmute.
All right, Dr. Branwell, are you
Uh,
ready? She's
I'm
gonna come
ready.
up. All right.
I'm
Let
stunned
me
by
put
this
you in the spotlight.
425, 425 on here. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. And we get excited about that video. Every time I learn something different, I incorporate something different into my brain every time. Thank you so much, Dr. Dunn. You were amazing. You said some very, very key things that I hope people picked up on and that they took some notes, like no ingredients and no chemicals and no contraindications, which was reinforced with our video. And so what I'd like to do is go through the patches and what they do. But let me tell you, I am very qualified to be able to do this. I am a doctor of 31 years, okay, medical doctor. And so I am the second half of this dynamic duo here, Dr. Duo, and we are neuro wellness specialists, bringing these patches to you, showing you exactly how they can better your life. We are definitely all over medicated. I saw some 16s and some 15s in that chat. That's pretty crazy. So if you have ever had, so we have lots of issues that are addressed. 85% of what you show up to the doctor for
I found that.
are addressed. Please mute your lines. Are addressed with these patches. That is phenomenal. So what I want you to do is drop in the chat if you have any issues like pain, if you've been under any stress, have you had any moments of sadness? Have you had, you know, a cold? Have you had COVID? Have you not been able to sleep? Have you suffered with insomnia? Go ahead and say yes, me in the chat if you have experienced any of them. Some of you may say all of them, okay? So I'm gonna go through these and tell you, and I'm even gonna share a little bit about how we combine them and make your wellness better, how this integrates in your brain. So this is very, very simple. Do not overcomplicate what is happening. Touch, the sense of touch is the fastest route to communicate to your brain. Through your skin to your brain. All right, it is the fastest. So that's why we're doing this. That's why it's patches. That's why we have Braille for the brain here. So let's talk about, let's
Hold on one sec, Dr. Bramwell. Let me mute all the lines out so that no one can unmute.
I just unmuted them all.
Okay.
So Dr.
All
Branwell,
right.
just unmute yourself. And
Perfect. Now we got
whoever's
somebody
writing
drawn on the
screen,
screen. Right.
okay.
please don't touch your phone. Don't touch your device and stop drawing on the screen, please. Thank you.
Yes, this is very exciting. So I think everybody's just overexcited, right? And so the Freedom Patch is pain and inflammation. So if you have pain anywhere on your body, you can use the Freedom Patch. Patches that are out there, they tell you specifics about where you can put them, where you can't put them. These have no ingredients, so you can put them anywhere. If you've got a headache, you can put them on your temple, on your forehead, which I have done. You can put them on your neck, you can put them on your back, you can put them anywhere, okay? And this patch can handle the pain that would be a 5 or below. And then it can also address inflammation. So we can have inflammation without pain because
Dr. Bramwell, you're muted.
you want to use this patch even if you don't have pain, if you have inflammation. And so you can tell that by issues that you have. You may be slow in moving, even if you don't have pain. Maybe you've got gut issues, maybe you've got a sore neck. So even without the pain, sometimes we need to address the inflammation. And then we've got our Victory Patch, which helps with agility. It crosses over and overlaps with our Liberty Patch, which is our foundational patch, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. But it also does one of the biggest things is recovery with activity. So this will help you recover. Your muscles won't be sore. You'll get better faster. You'll be able to do more and do more exercises, more reps, more movement. Even if you're not a huge athlete, this can help you perform better in your movement, which is going to help you make your body better. And the Victory Patch is also helping with neuropathy, and we're combining that with the Liberty Patch, with the Freedom Patch and with the Peace Patch, right? So the Liberty Patch is our foundational patch, which helps with balance and stability, okay, making you stronger instantly. All of us have a non-dominant side and a dominant side. It doesn't matter if you're left or right, you have a non-dominant side. When you put this Liberty Patch on, this is why you instantly get stronger, because now that non-dominant side has been equaled out with your dominant side. And so you're so much stronger, so much more stable. But the other big thing that the Liberty Patch does is homeostasis of your autonomic nervous system. That's your involuntary nervous system that controls your heart rate, your blood pressure, your what's happening in your gut, what's happening with your lungs, your breathing. All of these things, your hormones, everything is controlled in that has some connection to your autonomic nervous system. So everyone should use the Liberty Patch, okay? And then we've got the Ignite Patch, which is pretty exciting because you can burn up to 500 calories a day. No, you don't have to run around the track for 10 miles. You can actually do that at rest. It's gonna raise your basal metabolic rate. So without doing anything, you can burn some extra calories, okay? And then wonders happen if you exercise. If you have any level of movement, then you can burn some more, right? So that's really, really important. And then joy, that's whether you have a depression diagnosis or not. You don't need a diagnosis. Many of us suffer times of sadness or just need a better mood. Sometimes you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Go ahead and put that joy patch on. Don't go to sleep on that joy patch. I think we go to sleep on that because we think that we need some serious diagnosis. No, it can make you feel better. And when you feel better, you're going to do better. Your day is going to be better. And that brings me to my favorite, which is the Peace Patch, which is a stress and anxiety. No, again, you don't need a diagnosis. We are all under stress, some level of stress, even good stress, but that makes certain things happen in your body, stay in fight or flight. And we've been in fight or flight for a very, very long time. Many of us before the pandemic, definitely all of us through the pandemic, and definitely now with everything that's happening in our world, we have lots of stress. So the Peace Patch, even if you feel that you're a reserved person, because I'm very reserved, Dr. Dunn is very reserved, but let me tell you, we realize that Peace Patch helps both of us immensely. The other thing that it does is it actually quiets the nerves, because when you're under stress, your nerves get out of sync with each other and they're not firing together and they're not working well together. The Peace Patch will level it out so that they can work together better. And then we add that with some other patches and you are just gonna feel amazing. And then we've got a Lumi Patch. Lumi Patch is for skin. It gives you radiant skin. It helps with redness, flakiness, dryness, all those types of things that can happen to skin. Your skin needs to be intact to be the level of protection that was talked about in the video, okay? So if it's intact, then it can protect you better from disease, from the weather, from cold, from hot, all of that, and your skin then can also look well, all right? And lots of things happen in your skin, like us putting the patches on. How about if your skin is in better condition, it can actually the communication through your skin can actually be more powerful. And then to the Defend Patch, your immunity. This time of the year, lots of people getting colds and different things. The immunity, if you can strengthen your immunity, if you do get a cold, you can get better faster. If you get anything, you can get better faster, or just keep it fended off in general. Anyone that has an autoimmune disease, you should be on the Defend Patch. And again, not mitigating any disease or curing any disease, but who can admit that if your immunity is stronger, that you may have less flare-ups with those processes, okay? And then it also helps with allergies. Dr. Dunn and I are off of our allergy medicines. We are wearing our Defend Patches. And it also helps with blood flow, which is immensely important. So if you have anything like high blood pressure, different issues like that, you have poor circulation in your legs or in your hands or anywhere, even if you have neuropathy, we want to increase your blood flow. If you haven't been walking, if you've your ambulation is decreased, you haven't been able to get up and move around, you want to increase your blood flow, because those things actually decrease. The less you use them, the less that they're going to function right. So we want to put those patches on, okay? And then we've got the Focus Patch. Is going to help you with focus. You know, you can get a task done, get lots of tasks done. You can actually clean up your house before New Year, get it all done, get things packed away. That's my goal. That's my goal. That's why it's on my brain. That's my goal. And then it also helps with memory too, okay? Because if you're more focused, you're actually going to have better memory. Part of the reason why we lose our memory or our memory's not good is because we're so distracted and so pulled in different directions. If we can focus and we can just hone in, we're going to be so much better. And then we've got the Rocket Patch, which is going to help you with sexual health. Gentlemen, depending on your age, you have to wear them a certain length of time in order to see a significant effect, but it will happen. So hang in there. And we want you to also partner that with the Defend Patch, which has the increased blood flow. Okay, so that's going to help with that. But ladies, you are not left out with the Rocket Patch. This can help with perimenopause, menopausal symptoms because it's working in that axis of the hormones. Okay, so you can wear those, but it's also helping our young ladies that have their cycles and helping them with pain control, bloating, and all types of that discomfort. Again, aiming at evening out your hormones because your brain is controlling your hormones, okay? And then we've got the Kick It Patch, which is gonna help you with habits, whether it be nail biting, drinking, smoking, smoking anything, any other addictions. We have testimonials of people actually with very severe addictions actually getting lots of help with the Kick It Patch. So again, not claiming any cure or treatment, but the testimonials don't lie and people's lives are being changed. And then we've got the REM Patch. The REM Patch is for sleep. We got lots of literature on that. Studies been done on that you're going to get better sleep, longer sleep, fall asleep faster, all of those things that are problems for a lot of people. Actually, around the world, it's like 6 billion people. So that's a lot of people. So we need people to be sleeping because it actually affects all the other things in your life when you don't sleep well. And then we've got the Boost Patch, which is for energy. It's nice, clean energy. No caffeine. You can get off that caffeine. You can partner the Boost Patch with the Kick It Patch so that you can kick that caffeine out of the way and continue to have your energy with the Boost Patch. And we've got other patches coming in the future very, very soon. When we go to conference, we're too excited. Like February can't come fast enough, but we haven't even hit January. But let me tell you, I am going to bring up this young lady that is so amazing, that she's going to tell you all about how you can get connected with us, join us on our team, and how to move forward with this and allow us to have impact, help us to have impact with patching 1 million. She knows 1,000% of the information. She has killed it in the industry, but we don't even need to talk about the industry because this is not network marketing that we're doing over here. We are helping people. We are patching people. And so I'd love to bring up Miss Nina Moore. Are you there?
I am here, Dr. Bramwell, but before you bring me up, can you go ahead and get Zane and Bo's testimonials?
Oh my gosh, I
All
can't
right.
believe I forgot them. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. So amazing. So we're going to have our testimonials. So can you all raise your hand? So Bo, are you out there that you could raise your hand so we could unmute you, or that you can unmute and we can get you up? Thank you so much for that reminder.
We can start talking and I can find them.
Yeah, start talking for me.
Just unmute yourself, Bo. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so can you share your story with us? It's so phenomenal. I was there.
Yeah, absolutely. Give you a little background. I've been a candidate for total knee replacement since I was in my late 30s, and I've just tried to put it off that so the technology can kind of get a little better. So 20 years later, my board certified orthopedic surgeon told me that I have officially used up my knee. I've got my money's worth out of it, and now it's shot. And so I was on crutches for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. And he also told me that I was going to be on crutches until I had my surgery, which will be sometime at the end of next month, going into February. So that was a dismal prognosis. It kind of messed with my mental, feeling pretty badly about it. You know, I couldn't go out and do the things I normally do. I'm pretty active. So visiting my good friend, Vern Gwynn, a few days ago, and I had my crutch, and usually I wasn't going anywhere because it's hard to move around with one leg and one arm, because one arm is on the crutch and of course the other leg is dead, right? So I'm over there visiting, and he lives up some stairs. And I had my crutch, and I was taking one step at a time, like a 90-year-old man. And he looked out the door and he said, "Brother, what's wrong?" I said, "Man, my knee is shot. I haven't walked on it, and I don't know how long. It's been weeks since I walked on this leg, right?" And so, and to show you how much of a skeptic I am, my doctor told me that, you're gonna be on this crutch till you have the surgery. But I was like, I'm gonna get out of bed and test it every morning. So I get out of bed, test it, and I'm gonna bust my behind because the leg it just won't support my weight. So I was doing that every day on up to about a week ago. I was like, okay, he's right. He's the doctor. He knows what he's talking about. So we get in the house, and I limp to a table and set my crutch on the wall, and I'm sitting in a chair, and then we're just talking, and Vern said, "Hey, I got something for you. It's going to help that." I think, sure. I've taken uh, anti-inflammatories, naproxen, ice packs. None of that stuff works. Doctor said I can't walk, so bring it on. Whatever it is, I use it. So he stuck the Liberty patch. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. He stuck the Liberty patch on my forearm. And when I tell you, like 5 minutes later, okay, 5 minutes later, I was doing this. Okay. I was doing this. This is my crutch. It's been over here by the door. Okay. I'm doing this. Makes me think I can go out here and get my dance on again. But this is my regular gait. Before it was this.
Wow.
Like the mummy. And so after he put that patch on and I could walk, I'm like, I mean, what the hell? I mean, what is this? I mean, what's the science behind this? I mean, how is this possible? Okay. And he explained it at a high level. Dr. Bromwell explained it a lot better, but classic skeptic, I didn't believe it. And I actually walked down those stairs with two legs instead of just one leg. So this is real. I can't explain. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physicist. I'm not an optometrist. So, but I can see that this is an incredible thing. It's almost like a miracle almost, because a board certified orthopedic doctor told me that I was going to be on crutches until I have this surgery. And I can't wait to see him next week. When I walk in that office, I cannot wait to see him. To see, man, hey, and I'm gonna show him this. I'm gonna say, look, this is what got me walking again, bro. But we can still have the surgery. But I'm gonna walk into that office and have that surgery instead of being on crutches. So there's my testimony.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think you make a good point. Like, I don't understand it, but I can't deny that my crutch is over in the corner now, and I don't need to use it. And I could go down the stairs that you couldn't go down the stairs before. You couldn't come up the stairs. So thank you so much for that testimonial. And we appreciate you and look forward to hearing more from you. And now I have another testimonial on here. Mr. Zane. Zane, are you there? Just start talking so we can find you and unmute you. Zane, are you there? Or try to unmute and start talking. I guess you got to unmute to talk, right? Zane, are you on?
Hello?
There you are. All right. Hey.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm okay. Can't complain too much. What can I say?
Yeah.
Woke
So good
up.
to see you. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Getting some good sleep. Okay. So can you share your story with it? I mean, I could tell it, but you could sure tell it better.
Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Zane Bradley. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a cancer survivor as well as an MS warrior. So when I first found out I had it, I was like whatever. Okay, all right, because I was still walking. Everything was fine. I was able to walk. I was still playing basketball, still running and everything. Then out of nowhere, I had a relapse, and it literally changed my whole life in a 365 fashion. I'm sorry. And ever since then, I was having trouble walking, having trouble walking and stuff like that. I had to learn a lot of stuff over just in the general life, like eating and talking, walking, everything. So some things never came fully back, especially as far as the walking and stuff like that. But I kept working on it and working on it, therapies and everything. But it just partially come back. And I still had to use walkers and sometimes wheelchairs when I had to go for extended walks. But so you know, um, it was like a hard change at the time. But at the end of it, you had to face reality of what it's going to be. Then you hear the stories about it and you see what's going on in the groups and you talk to people in the groups about it. And they talk about how things go and stuff like that. And then you see people that just got it and you realize, well, MS is just one of the things where it's different for everybody. So you can't really gauge your progress on somebody else's, but so the most you can do is just pray for the best and keep trying to work on it.
Sure.
I was having a lot of trouble walking and started seeing like it was getting worse. So then one day, Nina called me the first time and she was telling me about it. And I looked at the videos and everything like that. I was like, still a little skeptical about it. I'm like, all right, well, she ain't never really steered me wrong, so. And then she called my cousin, and my cousin called me, and everybody, I was like, let me try it out. Let me see what's going on. So I went to the meeting about it the first time, and I was like, okay, all right, okay, I'll get into it. I can get into that. They put the patches on. I'm like, well, I'm still walking a little better, feel a little bit more energetic. But then I had to go outside and wait for my Uber. I was using the walker. I wasn't in a wheelchair. So I had to go outside and wait for my Uber to come. Uber was lost, riding around the block, keep riding around the block. So I'm outside for 45 minutes. Notice I'm just standing there. That's the main thing. I was standing there instead of trying to sit down somewhere, something like that. I had the energy to stand there. And not only stand there, but then when I got in the Uber, came home, I had the energy to walk to the elevator and back to the house and everything else with no problem. So I see the progress in it, and every day I see a little bit of improvement in it, to keep going further and further, maybe one day soon I won't need a walker. I'll be back to walking at least normally. That's the best I can ask for right now, and I see the progress in it. So I know this is a journey. I had pain in my shoulders before that's pretty much gone. I had the swelling in my feet. I took the patch that helps resolve that, and that's going down drastically. So I'm very impressed with what I see with the patch.
Well, we were very impressed when you popped up out of that wheelchair that day. Like we almost missed it.
Yeah,
you popped up so fast.
I almost went over.
You had so much energy, and let's share with people before you go, how many patches did we put on you? Because I think that people need to know that if you need to see a big result, you need to use the patches and not be, reserved with using them. So how many did Nina put on you?
That day,
quite a few.
I think it was 5 or 6.
And she patched you on both sides, right?
15. I put
15
15 patches on her.
Wow. That's right. It was 2 of them. 2 each.
Exactly. Exactly.
I forgot about the 2 each. I use about 10 every day.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So each day you're getting better, like you said, and you may not sense it each time because that's happening in your brain. The change is happening in your brain, but it's going to show up in your body. sooner or later. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad I was there to see it, because I mean, we had to do a double take. We're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because this is usually a bad season for me because of the weather.
Uh-huh.
But I feel a lot better through it. I feel like I can go through it, no problem.
That's awesome. Very awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing with us. And we look forward to hearing from you again when you get more improvement. So now, can't believe I almost forgot. That's why she started putting me behind them, so I wouldn't forget. But we're gonna bring up Mrs. Moore, who's gonna share with us that how to get connected with us, because this you can't miss this. Do not miss this.
Well, good evening, y'all. I'm sneaking off into my son's room. I'm here in his apartment. I'm in Philadelphia. My son had surgery today, and thank you so much for everybody's prayers and messages and text messages. Julian is just fine, and he's on his road to recovery. But as a mama, I needed to make sure that I was present in the place to be able to ease his emotional trauma, because when you're a singer and you're having surgery on your vocal cords, it is simply traumatic. And so, I patched him with the freedom patch and the peace patch, and he is doing just dandy, and my whole family is out there now. And so I had to sneak away because I would not miss this call. I need you all to light up the chat for Dr. Bramwell and Dr. Tamara Dunn, who did an amazing job. It is always great. We've got so many doctors. I know we got Dr. Santee that's on board now. We've got Dr. Sherelle that's on board, and so many others that have come on board. All of our nurses, our registered nurses, our nurse practitioners, all of our physical therapists, and to all of you that are on here, we honor every single one of you that are a part of the medical field. To every one of our pastors and evangelists and preachers and teachers and apostles and bishops, we honor you for seeing the mission here, the Patch 1 million mission. And so I needed to come on real quick because I need everybody to understand the urgency. Everybody type the word urgency in the comments. The urgency that we are faced with right now. Today is Monday, December the 29th. And this is our last call of the year. 2025 is gone. Whatever we didn't do in 2025, it's over. But what we can do right now is we can secure our future. But I need everybody to understand the urgency behind why I needed to make sure that I was on this call tonight. I need you all to understand the importance of getting started now. Not like the candy now and later, but now. I want y'all to type the word now in the comments. Now. Type now in the comments. Now. Now in the comments now. Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. We want to go into 2026 with a clear vision of who we're helping. We want to go into 2026 with a clear understanding of what the assignment is. See, I understood the assignment, and I know that the assignment for me is that I need to put a patch on somebody every single day. Now, there's another set of urgency that I need everybody to hear in my voice and in my heart, that these are the last 2 days that you're going to be able to experience the lower pricing. Well, the world is changing. How many of you understand that the world is changing around us? Everything around us has changed. Not even an airline ticket, a cost of a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk. Nothing is the same. And because the world at large is changing around us, guess what? Our patches are now 30 in a pack. They're smaller, but they're more powerful. They're more potent because now they're made with a medical grade adhesive. And because of that, the cost of the product has gone up. January 1st, the cost of the product will rise. We want you now to take advantage. We should be placing our orders. Trust and believe. Trust and believe I'm going to be buying another $12.99 pack, or maybe even 2, to make sure that I secure those products at that pricing. We want you to understand that right now you have several options to get started. And we're going to talk about some of those options. Our top option to join with us and partner with us to become a brand ambassador is $19.99. And I'm not talking about $19.99 is like $19.99. I'm talking about a business investment that's going to cost you $2,000 investment of $2,000 plus tax and shipping. Okay. Now you're going to get 68 packs of patches, 62 packs of patches. I'm sorry. It's a lot of patches. I like the next pack down, the Flex 40 pack. You're going to get 40 packs of patches, but with the Flex 40 pack, you are able to customize that pack and choose 40 packs that you want. Now, we kind of like that pack because we like to take control of the patches that we're going to order because we know what our market needs. And guess what? We've even made a graphic, a little picture that helps you to guide you through which packs of patches to choose, right? Then we've got a $9.99 pack. I like that pack as well. It is a variety pack, but it is not a customizable pack. We have a $6.50 pack. That is also a variety pack. It is not a customizable pack. And then we have a $5.75 pack. It is customizable. I want y'all to type the word Flex 15 in the comments. You are able to choose 15 packs of your choice with our Flex 15 pack. Here's what I need you to understand. When January the 1st hit, when midnight, December 31st, all of those pack options are going to go away. And you will only be faced with a $15.99 pack, a $15.99 pack. I want you to hear what I'm saying. A $7.50 pack and a $300 pack. Right now, you have multiple options to take control, dominate your city, and to become a part of the Patch 1 million mission. I want you to think about how many people do you know? How many people do you know that need what we've got right now? Put their names in the comments right now. You know somebody that has stability issues. You know somebody that has anxiety issues. You know somebody that can't sleep. You know somebody whose brain is all over the place. You know somebody that's on 5 pills, 10 pills, 12 pills, 15 pills. You know somebody that's struggling to get up out of a chair. You know somebody that wants a quality of life. You know somebody. So there's a $5.50 option. There's a $2.61 option. And then guess what we have? We have what I like to call the no excuse. Type no excuse in the comments. The no excuse option. The no excuse. The no excuse option is that you can join for $1, but it gives you no product. None. There will not be another time when you can join for $1. You need to take advantage of that right now. There will not be another time. I promise you. It'll be a long time before you ever see that again. With what's getting ready to take place February the 6th and 7th in Vegas, not only do you need to become a part of the ambassador of the, what do you call it, Patch 1 million mission, but you need to make sure that you're securing your spot to Vegas because you want to be there to hear some of what's getting ready to take place, like the app that our CEO is getting ready to provide us with that you won't even have to pay for. You'll have training on that app. You'll have personal development on that app. You'll have social media training on that app. You will be able to contact your entire downline lineage through that app, and it will be 100% free. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, we have a solution to 85% of the situations that people walk into the doctor's office with. 85%. And that is without some of the other patches that we have coming. With one of the patches that we have coming. With one of the patches that we have coming. I am here to tell you right now that you could become a millionaire off of the one patch. The one. So we have an opportunity now for you to understand that there is no other business that's going to be as lucrative as this one, because we'll never run out of customers. We have what's called intellectual property. No one can duplicate our patches or they can face jail time and a $250,000 fine per patch. I'm not stuck. I want to let that one marinate. I want you to understand that we have global intellectual property. What I want you to also understand is that our patches, because they can't be duplicated, guess what? We don't even have to worry about our patches not being able to get into certain countries because the same patch that's in the United States is the same patch that's in the UK. It's the same patch that's in Mexico. It's the same patch that's in Ireland. It's the same patch because there are no ingredients. You see, we've got a patch, a device that you can put on an infant or a 100-year-old or anyone in between. We have a device that is changing people's lives and giving people back their courage back, their dignity back, their smile back, their mojo back, their walk back, their independence back, their freedom back. We have a device that is the future of wellness, and we are in front of what's called a wellness revolution. know what you've been praying for, but I am almost 100% certain that you were praying for something as we were going into 2026. So the time is now. The time is now for you to lock your spot. The time is now. And you need to get started now before the elevated pricing. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the link to the person that invited you here tonight. You're going to get their link. You're going to pick a pack. Find one that suits you. But take advantage of the discounted pricing before our pricing goes up because it's necessary. If you want Super Patch to be around for a long time, then you need to understand that it's necessary. It is necessary to make sure because our CEO has been taking the hit. So you're going to get back to the person that invited you here. Maybe you're going to say, I just want to be a customer. I just want to try the products out. You're going to get their link and use the code SAVE, SAVE. Use that code SAVE so that you can get up to 40% discount on your first order. Some of you are going to go ahead and get started. You're going to say, you know what? I just want to retail. I'm just going to send people to my website. That's not a problem either. You do not have to build a team. But for those of you who care about other people, for those of you who love to travel and have fun, for those of you who love making money, for those of you who maybe you don't even quite see or understand the science of what we got, but you do understand enough to know that we have a device that's taking people out of wheelchairs, we have a device that's giving people back their quality of life and dignity, then we are on to something. And I want to be a part of the first movers advantage. What you're able to take a part of now is locking someone's prime real estate positioning in their organizations. That's right. That means you get in at the top. That means that everything else that happens underneath you, right? So run back to the person that invited you here tonight. Get their link and get started now. Pick a pack. You can even use flex pay options. So there's not a flex pay option in our back office or on our website. You must have a flex pay option account existing already, like Klarna, Sezzle, Zip, Affirm. Get your spending limit first, and then you can use your virtual card to check out so that tonight you won't even have to put all of the money down to invest. But here's the other caveat to getting started tonight. You get started tonight and you position yourself now for all of the tax benefits and tax write-offs for having a home-based business in 2025. Yes, you don't have to make $1. You don't have to even earn $1 to be able to use all of the many benefits that you can use as business write-offs, as tax deductions for having a home-based business. That's right, because this is still 2025. And as long as you get started right now, you don't even have to make $1 and you will be able to use the tax deductions as a home-based business. Some of you know you need those tax deductions. Your kids are grown. You don't have anybody to write off. You need those deductions. So my name is Nina Moore, and I am certainly excited to have come into the rear of this call with Dr. Duns and Dr. Bramwell, and to Bo and to Zane. Thank you so much for giving our testimonies. You are the real VIPs for every single guest that's on this line. We pray that we gave you enough information to make an educated decision, and we want to give you your unofficial welcome to the team. Listen, we want to see you at the top, not from the top. We don't even want you to worry about having to know a whole lot about the business. You don't need to know anything right now. All you need to know is that we have a culture and a system, and that is that we patch, we post, we share, we care. We're going to teach you all of the rest. The moment that you become a brand ambassador with us, you're going to get a few links. You're going to get a link to our team pages. You're going to get a link to our Telegram chat. You're going to get a link to the Boards app. You're going to get a link to the Linktree. Linktree is going to have your getting started video. The Boards app is going to have all of your marketing materials, teaching you the compensation plan and so much more. That Telegram chat is going to have every video that we've ever posted in a folder called Videos and Testimonials. And what you're going to do tonight is after you get started, after you get enrolled, you're going to go into that Telegram chat. You're going to grab those videos out and you're going to get to posting. Do not wait for your products to show up. Get started now. Get in the algorithm. We've done all the heavy lifting for you. And so we want you to know that it's just that simple. And then what do you do after you post? You post some more. Well, what do you do after you post? You post some more. And then in the month of January, we want to see everybody, all of our new brand ambassadors, hosting patch parties at their homes. Get 3 to 5 people together and get them in your living room and patch, 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 patch. Make sure you record it, because by the time, mid-January gets here, everybody will have their products. We know that our corporate office is closed right now for the holidays. So we want you to expect a delay in your ordering. All right? Expect a delay. The corporate office is down for the holidays. It is the top of the year. So run back to the person that invited you here. We're so excited to celebrate with you, and we cannot wait to celebrate your success. Welcome to the Patch 1 Million mission. Good night, and God bless you all. Back to you, Chris.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Jay Dollywall, man, I love what you did with the brand, bro.
Clap your hands, y'all. Let's go. Come on. Man, 450 people on Zoom.
The freedom, the liberty, the victory.
You know the song. You know it. Come on.
We got 13 of these.
Rock with me. Come on. Let me hear you say it. Come on.
Let's go.
We gon'
patch close, yeah, coming around this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Put a patch right there.
Put a patch right there.
Zero chemicals.
Oh, yeah.
We gon'
Patch, post, check, there.
coming around this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Put a patch right there.
What the song say, y'all? Come on. Come on.
Put a patch right there. No side effects, no chemicals. Oh, yeah.
Come on,
We
y'all.
year 3.
We gotta go.
Started with a bang. My boy Jay got
We
us
jamming,
moving
y'all. We
again.
gotta go.
That shit got us moving.